This episode is going to shock you to your very core. If you notice, my trusty sidekick Jacques, he's not here, he's on vacation. So I think what I'm gonna do is go off the homestead on a little field trip and show you a side of Jacques' garden that he would never show you himself. You might have seen this before, but I can guarantee you haven't seen this. I don't even think Jacques knows what's in here, so let's take a little quick peek. I don't think I can open it, I just broke it. Maybe some things are better left unopened, or you can head on over to Jacques' channel and persuade him to do an expose on what's in this shed. But I've been wondering what's in that thing for a couple years. Let me just take you around the garden and show you some of the rougher edges. I'm standing here underneath Jacques' mulberry tree, and as you can see, it's created quite a mess. I noticed that when he's making videos for you guys, he likes to hang out in this hammock here, which every single day you have to brush the mulberries away just to have a chance to use the space. But back here is the back garden, and I think there's a couple of elements that's been hidden from the naked eye. Don't mind if I do. For the last couple of years, Jacques' been hand watering this garden. And he made a big stink whole weekend where he spent installing, or should I say, half installing this irrigation system. If you ask me, just an excuse to slack off and hand water a little more. But if you want to see him finish it up, I'd hit him up on his channel. I gotta be honest, I can't rag Jacques for this beautiful corn patch and strawflower patch, but what I can rag him for is a project that, out of my own rib, I plucked these birdies' beds, and I said, why don't you do a beautiful garden back here, Jacques? And he said, okay, I'm down, I'm interested. And lo and behold, many, many months later, I don't see anything in the beds, Jacques. What's going on? By now, you guys know that Jacques and I like to banter. Who can grow the better this? Who can grow the better that? Well, I think the truth is clear. Let's take a look at these onions here. I don't know, but I can barely see these. I can barely see them like little specks of dust. Look at how tiny these are. He always says, oh, I've done a better job of this. I've done a better job of that. Check the receipts. And not only that, I see some things in the garden that are just a little too similar for my liking. I mean, Jacques, nasturtiums, I'm pretty sure I put these on the map. And then artichokes, Jacques, I did that 2 years ago. I can forgive those other transgressions, but to be honest, this one is downright insulting. Tomatoes, Jacques, before you even knew what one was, I was pumping out big juicy toms. The disrespect is unforgivable. Jacques will tell you that he's let these carrots flower for the pollinators. I mean, they're here, but the truth is, he just forgot about them. When I first met Jacques, I actually also first met these tree collards. They're about 3 years old. I know for a fact he doesn't eat them. These tree collards are older than some young children that I know. They've been born since these collards have been grown. So Jacques, sometimes you gotta cut it off. Coming back to this corn, I know I said it's looking good, and it is, but the question is, how is it looking so good? At this time of the year, I've never grown corn this vibrant, and that's only one of two explanations. GMOs or synthetic ferts. Jacques, which one is it? It's the same with these tomatoes. Does he really expect me to believe that he's perfectly interplanted marigolds and tomatoes and they look this good, this disease-free, and in fact, some of the healthiest tomatoes I've ever seen at mid-June in San Diego? I've never gotten to this point, and that only means one thing. It's fake. Jacques always talks about how I'm more of a methodical gardener and he's more of a natural, messy gardener, but this is one of the best backyard gardens I've ever seen. It's peaceful, it's beautiful, it's colorful. Does Jacques really expect me to believe that this wasn't meticulously planned? I think he's trying to make me look bad, and I have to say, it's working. So as you've seen on Garden YouTube, it looks like not all is as it seems with one of our favorite gardeners here at Epic Gardening. So I might not have corn anywhere near as good as Jacques, and yeah, my garlic might have been completely decimated by rust, ruining 6 months of work, but at least I'm doing it on the straight up. So Jacques, I hope this is a lesson for you. And those of you watching, head on over to Jacques' channel. Let him know what you think about what you've seen today. And until next time, good luck in the garden and keep on growing.